There's some breaking news. Here we go. On trade deadline day for the Green Bay Packers. Okay, Ian Rappaport tweets out that the Packers have maintained interest in Texans wide receiver Will Fuller, and he's someone Coach Matt LaFleur knows well. LaFleur was the Notre Dame quarterback coach in 2014, now head coach of the Green Bay Packers just 6 years later, while Fuller was emerging as a star. One of several reasons for the interest, says Ian Rappaport. So no breaking news other than they're potentially interested in somebody and maybe going to break news.
Well, yeah, and we just saw the report as well that there's dissension in the front office on whether or not they want to go after him. Great
call right there. Diana Rossini has tweeted out that at the highest of levels, basically, in the Green Bay Packers organization, Diana Rossini tweeted out, I'm told the Green Bay Packers have discussed trading for Texans receiver Will Fuller. However, there's been a disagreement in Green Bay at the highest levels of the organization over whether or not adding an elite receiver in the short term would be worth the spend. Okay, so at the highest of levels, Diana Rossini saying, now this is if Diana Rossini is accurate with what she's being told. Let's assume she is. She's known for being accurate and getting a lot of news stories. So this means that what? LaFleur, who Rappaport just tweeted about, has a lot of interest in. He would like a weapon for Aaron Rodgers, that offense. And LaFleur, who's around the team every single day in the locker room and everything like that, and in the offseason did numerous one-on-one Zoom calls with Aaron to go through the offense and what they like. Matt LaFleur is on board with adding a weapon. If we can piece things together that are all alleged. Gunther Kuntz, though, at the very top, says we don't need a weapon now, just like we didn't need a weapon whenever I traded up to draft Jordan Love. This money in the short term doesn't mean shit. We're looking for 5-6 years down the road, pal. Who cares about right now? That has to be disheartening as a fan of the Green Bay Packers and also an owner, by the way. Are you not at the highest level? Does your opinion not matter, Ty Schmidt?
Well, it clearly doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But what are you going to do? I thought I might be able to actually speak it into existence a little bit. You know, if I was passionate enough about it, maybe we would do something. But like you said, this guy just doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care about this year's team. He didn't care about last year's team. He doesn't care about next year's team. He's looking at the team in 2026.
Which, by the way, will be a team that he put together entirely.
Exactly. So, you know.
Oh, man, that's tough.
And it's interesting when you talk about the Belichick type of stuff. I was going back and forth. I really didn't know. I mean, just fucking go for broke.
No, he said short-term spend, he said. Now, is Will Fuller the right decision? Maybe not. Who knows? The guy gets hurt, I guess, on a regular basis. I don't know enough about him. This is what everybody's saying that is against the potential trade, is that he always gets hurt. But then why not another receiver?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily talking about Will Fuller. I mean, I said it last show. Go get Julio, goddammit. Trade a first-round pick. And you know what? Then flip it around. Maybe give up next year's first-round pick for a fucking stud on defense. The window's closing, all right? Let's go fucking get a Lombardi. If they don't do anything, I swear to God, how many hours we got left? I mean, they got about, 2 hours to make a move? They're not going to.
So this is the Packers. Well, we just got a report out of the building that the current GM is literally punting. Short-term spend mention means, is it worth it for us to win right now? Where it probably that is burning down up there.
Because if that's
by the way, Aaron Rodgers Tuesday would be in 10 minutes if he didn't have a game on Thursday. Oh my God, it would be awesome. But instead, he has a game on Thursday. We don't get a chance to talk to him. This is unbelievable.
But if that's coming out right now, they're not going to do anything, right? I mean, if that's coming out this close to the deadline, what is he going to change his mind in the next 8 minutes and actually do something?
So I think maybe that's coming out because the side that wants to do something with a little public pressure potentially. So I think that is probably who.
Oh, the public pressure's been there, goddamn it! They know we want it.
Amen. Jeez. You know what I heard about Gunther Kuntz? He didn't vote today.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me.
Allegedly, the Texans are reportedly from Spotrac or Spotrac or Spotrac or. I don't know. This guy has a lot of information.
He does.
Yeah. This guy shows up in our group text all the time. This guy at SPOTRAC. The Texans are reportedly asking for a second-round pick in return for Will Fuller, who has $5.37 million remaining on his 2020 salary, which is the final year of his rookie contract. Last October, the Patriots acquired Mohamed Sanu, 2 years, 10.2 for a second round. It did not go well. So he's up after this year too. So it would be a short-term, literally short-term spend would be $5.37 million right now in a second-round pick.
Perfect.
That's literally what it would be. That's the short-term spend. It's not like he's going to have problems going forward, and they're latching on to like a Matt Ryan-like contract.
Right.
Very interesting that the Will Fuller deal is getting held up over semantics at the top of the food chain up there.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know why I convinced myself that they were going to do a bunch of stuff and maybe get some stuff done. They are not. We are who they thought. Fuck it, whatever.
You all right?
I seriously feel like I just, got shot in the head about 45 minutes ago. I really
You
thought
really think
they were going to
Did
do
you really
something.
think though it was going to happen? Like they were going to make a bunch of moves?
I think that's what he was saying. Like, I think he really, and I did too, by the way. I thought there was an actual chance that the Packers, who don't normally do anything, but by the way, normally none of these teams that are really doing anything do anything. It seemed like there was a chance this year. And maybe that's just us hyping it because we have shit to talk about, but it really felt like there was a chance.
I didn't think they were going to make a bunch of moves per se, but I thought when they saw the Saints and the Seahawks and the Bucks like all make moves that clearly made their teams better, that they would do something to try to meet them there. But apparently they're okay with just getting run off the field. Yeah.
That was a heartbreaker right there. Did
It
you
is.
hear that?
I'm just defeated. I don't know what to say.
But Ty,
I don't know
Ty,
what to say.
do you have some recency bias? If they were coming off a game where they just steamrolled somebody, would you not be calling for them to make all the trades?
No, because I've been saying, I said this fucking draft night. Like, there were very clear areas that the Packers needed to improve on to make that next step and I think win a Super Bowl, and they haven't addressed any of them. Outside of, like you mentioned yesterday, they got Kirksey, but he's been hurt. Like, he hasn't done anything.
And they got Funches. He opted out. But the thing about it, AJ, the recency bias, the reason why you have to take that into account is because it's almost worse that game happened right now, because you just got reminded exactly why you're not going to be able to win the Super Bowl probably this year by a team that hasn't had much success this year. So it's like, I think the recency bias definitely plays into it, but I think it was a nice reminder to maybe the Packers, like, oh yeah, we still have a couple things we can do to get better here, and we're in the thick of this thing like we were last year, and maybe we didn't expect it last year with the first-year head coach, and maybe we didn't expect it this year because we wanted them to suck because we didn't want to get better or whatever, but we're in it. I don't know, just go for it. Why wouldn't you just go and try to get somebody? Because the short-term spend just not worth it. And there's no owner, by the way. There's no one owner that goes, I want to win. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think if they had an owner. Now, Ty is an owner who has said that. But if you have one ownership or one majority owner who can go in there and be like, hey, let's go fucking win this thing. I feel like this is a time where that hurts the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, a guy like that, Jerry Jones, would be good. Don't you think if he was a guy there, he would say, hey, let's do this?
We are going to sign, what's his name? Julio. We are signing him. Did you see him run? We need him on our team. We are not going to win because what? I wouldn't open a checkbook. That ain't happening, okay? My hands don't get cramped writing checks unless it's for a long time, $500 million deal that somebody pitched to me. My hands don't get. Jerry would go for it. Think about Jim Irsay. I think Jim Irsay would send a plane to Julio's house and be like, here, we'll give you this plane too. Like, I think if your team is in it, I think there's a lot of owners that would be like, hey, let's go and win this thing. And at this moment, I think that is potentially a problem for Green Bay, that you don't have one family, you don't have one lady, one man to go in there and say, let's go ahead and just make this jump and go for it. Now we got our stockholders or whatever, all that. It's just a very interesting, because why wouldn't you just go? Just go. You got the guy. You got a guy that can do it. You got a team that has shown that they can do it, just a little bit of help. Why not? Is that not what we're playing for here in the NFL?
I just don't get it. And especially, I don't wonder if part of it is like, 3 weeks ago they were saying, oh, this Packers team's the best team in the NFC, when they were just blowing the doors off teams. But it just, I don't know. I don't think they can beat the fucking upper echelon teams if they don't score on every single possession and then get opportunistic turnovers, which they haven't been doing this year and they did last year.
Buccaneers are going to get a lot better with Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're just talking to people that have seen old Antonio Brown work out in the last couple of weeks. I guess he looks unbelievable right now. I guess he's just been training as if it's been the season, I guess, for the last 2 years. Just like he's mid-season form all the time, I guess, right now. And if everything gets settled off the field, obviously, in the way it should, not should, by the way. Justice should be served however it goes there. But they're getting better. If the defense starts to play like they did a couple weeks ago, I mean, that team's going to be trouble. Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson's only getting better. I mean, the Saints made a play for a linebacker. I didn't know they needed that. It's tough to watch, AJ. I just became a Packers fan like this year. This is tough to watch as a fan. This is tough. It's like, yo, let's go win this fucking thing, dude.